Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the Wildcard round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Cardinals going up against the Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Slot man moves right. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it at the 11-yard line. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 64 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he lost the football. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal. Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Throwing on 1st down. Randall. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on second down. Randall. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
On 3rd down, Randall. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
Well, that's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
and nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tevin Coleman, 97 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And that's only the 3rd time in NFL history we've had a run of exactly 97 yards into the end zone. So we're witnessing a little bit of history right there, partner.
And what makes it that much more impressive for me is that if you're on defense, you're expecting them to run the ball. They're on their own 3-yard line. Not many people are risking throwing it, so you expect them to do exactly what they did, yet it still breaks for 97 yards. That's a long way.
And some quick research. The other two, 2014 Lamar Miller. The other
I know the other one. Okay. That was 1939. Andy Urim. I was there. Oh, no, I wasn't.
You weren't there. You were almost there. You were a baby at that point. Yeah, 1939. Wow. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Randall. Baldwin with it over the middle. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Randall. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. The 13 yards that time and a 1st.
Let's go.
the gun. Randall. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Operating from the gun. Randall. And he rifles one incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw. Randall eluding the press. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but not them just taking it. Big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Wentz to throw on second down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. Coleman now. And he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, Randall. And his throw is incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Pressure too much this time. Down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Throwing on 3rd and long. Randall. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had his problems trying to keep him contained.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Wentz going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big run there by Johnson. 45 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Randall. And he slides to avoid the hit. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Randall throwing the out route and complete. It's Nelson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st down, Randall. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Randall. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On first down, Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
He's got a man, complete. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Throwing on first is Wentz. Quick hitch, complete. It's Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing now is Wentz. Flushed out right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Randall. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Nelson, the man in motion right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's caught. Nelson. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Off the bootleg. Randall. Caught right side. Gresham. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd down following the run.
Here we go. Flick round. Flick round.
Off the play fake. Randall. Dumping it off for Johnson. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Randall. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the 1st, but instead it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, Randall. Open man, it's Allen. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
To throw on 2nd down, Randall. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Back to throw. Randall. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And oh, that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Johnson. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun on third down, Randall eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Let's go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking to throw. Randall. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Flex round. Flex round.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Randall. And this is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
Back to throw. Randall. Called out a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. This offense so far on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Michael Kendricks, he's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And welcome back. We are in the city of Brotherly. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Carpenter knocks it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Coleman. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They begin the drive with Coleman. And some space here. And he is knocked down from the side. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Coleman. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And that is incomplete. Like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Let's go.
Off play action. Randall. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Michael Kendricks in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Randall. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So after the made field goal, they bring out the punter Shum to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The slot man in motion right. They will run again with Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Throwing is Wentz. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Second down now after the pass completion. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
And the opportunity squashed. They begin the drive to Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Here we go.
They go to Johnson again. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Off the play fake. Randall. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go. Grand 38.
They give to Johnson going right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190. Ohio.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
Here we go. Grand 38.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.